Do you want to listen to some epic songs about your favorite anime characters? Then check out our anime rap channel, link in the description. Solo Leveling really took the reputation of mangas and manhwas to undefeated heights. It's a popular manhwa that everyone seems to love. Solo Leveling isn't a typical boring manga where the story becomes uninteresting, forcing you to leave the series. But if you've already gone through this webtoon, we suggest you read the top 8 mangas that are similar to Solo Leveling. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Anime Sensei channel. I hope you're doing well. Before starting the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. Without further ado, let's get started. Solo Leveling is delayed? 2020 was the most intense time for Solo Leveling. The company went on hiatus, and everyone literally lost themselves. But this actually intrigued even those who hadn't watched the series. All this curiosity really pushed the team to work out again, and here we are getting the latest chapters being updated. Talking a little bit about this manhwa. The artwork, story, and character development is straight 10 out of 10. We have never seen anything this crazy and awesome before. However, there are chances that you want to watch something similar. I mean, we all want to watch something as awesome as Solo Leveling. That's exactly why we've compiled a list of top 8 mangas that are similar to Solo Leveling. Player Reborn. Much like Solo Leveling, at the number 8 spot we have Player Reborn. The animation is perfect. Storyline is filled with action-packed adventures that will only be making you crave for more. The whole plot is geared towards the main character who got betrayed by his teammate in the game King of Gamers. But something interesting happened in the midst of all this. 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸 was somehow transported back to the time when King of Gamers was first released. Being all pro, he already had the skills to kick some butt. Therefore, he comes back in the game to take revenge on the one who betrayed him and his trust. Dice, the cube that changes everything. At number 7, we have Dice, the cube that changes everything. The series has been divided into 4 parts. Each part has its own arc, making everything well organized and easy to grasp. Dice is a webtoon that is quite like Solo Leveling. The story revolves around the main character, Dongtae, who is an unlucky boy who's rather shy and awkward when it comes to life. He's troubled with literally anything in his life. Dongtae is in love with a girl, but he can't pursue her in the fear of getting embarrassed. Moreover, everything in his life is just not good. His grades are getting bad, his looks are getting bland, and him getting bullied by the kids is the most heartbreaking thing we can see in this webtoon. However, his fate changes as a new transfer student, Taebin, transfers to his school. Taebin is basically Dicer. As the name of this webtoon suggests, the story is about dice. A single dice can change a person's life, his looks, his powers, grades, and literally anything anyone wants. By receiving the dice and becoming Dicer, Dongtae's life takes an interesting turn. If you want to read a manga with the same vibes as Solo Leveling, we strongly recommend reading Dice. Everything about this manhwa is perfect. The story, artwork, and character development is just on a whole other level. Otherworldly Sword King Survival Records. Moving on to the number 6, we have Otherworldly Sword King Survival Records, the manhwa for action-hungry fans who always want to watch some adventure and action going on. This manga is similar to Solo Leveling in the sense that the main characters are alike when it comes to the badass character. With great quality comes great character development. Throughout the manga, we've seen the main character growing, overcoming his limits, and getting stronger with each fight. Talking about the plot, the story is about Ryu Hanbin, the main character of the series, who just got out of his military service. For those of you who do not know, it is mandatory for every young male person in Korea to serve in the military. Adapting the realistic properties, this manga is creating a sense of realism, even in a webtoon. So, continuing the story, after he's been discharged, Hanbin is sent into another world where he's left alone to die. However, he's a man of strong mind who never gives up. His mission was to survive in this hell of a world, fight monsters that disrupt the peace of this world, and get stronger. All the goals were given to him by a guideline that became a problem later on. His guideline system was filled with errors that would often get him in trouble. This manhwa is on a whole other level when it comes to the artist's creativity. I personally loved the design and storyline, so I might be a bit biased here, but considering all the cons of this manga, it is considered to be similar to Solo Leveling. I Am the Sorcerer King. Another manga that follows the same aesthetics of Solo Leveling. I Am the Sorcerer King is all magic and fantasy type manhwa that is filled with adventure and action. The author, Decaspell, did a great job of putting their creativity into creating such an awesome masterpiece. In this manga, Sunghoon is in the need for money for his mother's treatment. In the storyline, 10 years before the plot started, monsters from other worlds came to Earth and started attacking and destroying everything. At the same time, people of Earth awakened some real powers to fight off these monsters and eradicate them off from the planet. The MC, 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐭, is in it for fame and money. He has to collect a lot of money for her mother to fight against the sickness. Therefore, he takes a rather risky job to become the bait to monsters for other hunters. He would act as a bait 4 times a month. Well, that's a lot, to be honest. But one day, he's heavily injured by the monsters, and that's where his beautiful character development comes into the play. 𝐜𝐴 gets to know that he was the sorcerer king 𝐜𝐴tros in the past life. Wait, what? That was exactly his reaction the first time. Afterward, his true powers awaken, and the story for Hunt begins. What makes this anime great is the transition indeed. Like Solo Leveling, it has awesome character development. You get to see the main character, who's literally a loser at one point, become the big shot in the manga. Second Life Ranker. Another beast of manga we got is the Second Life Ranker. The story revolves around the protagonist, who goes by the name Yanwu. His brother disappeared 5 years ago and hasn't been found out this a certain day. One day, he finds a watch that is returned to him, and he gets a diary of his brother. In the diary, his brother has written the truth about what happened to him and told him that by the time Yanwu will read this, he will already be dead. In the world of Obelisk, where certain universes are combined, his brother has fallen victim to an act of betrayal. Upon hearing this, Yanwu rushes to the tower and decides to climb it along with his brother's diary. He then changes his name to his brother's name, and the story goes on. The Second Coming of Gluttony. Easily one of our most favorite choices is The Second Coming of Gluttony. It is very similar to Solo Leveling in various aspects. The art, storyline, and most importantly, character development is an area that shines in this manhwa. The MC, 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐽, starts off as a loser. He's a total weakling, short-tempered, and a gambler who has single-handedly destroyed his life by being such a trash person. But when he sees his future self dying, the will to live and turns in emotion make him a totally different person. In a good way, of course. The hard work that he pulled off in manga was unreal. In most mangas, we see that a single cry can make a person strong. However, that's not the case with 𝐒𝐻𝐸. He works his life off and struggles to become the very best. Moreover, the manga also features some harem and comedy scenes, making it one of the best competitors to Solo Leveling. Peerless Genius System. Peerless Genius System is a manga that far exceeded our expectations. As the name suggests, it's all about new technology and geniusness in general. The plot begins with Xiao Li, who is in love with her girlfriend. Their relationship has been going on for 4 years, and just when he started to take things on a new level, she decided to break up with him. Being all angry, Li decided to run away in his car and drove it so fast that he ended up getting in an accident. The accident is terrible, and there's literally no way to cure him. But in the midst of all this, he's fused with a high-technology system that is not from Earth. This system is from a universe that is literally billions of light years away from planet Earth. The Gamer. Finally, at the #1 spot, we have something special for you guys. The main protagonist, Han Ji-han, is a pro gamer who has the ability to defeat everyone when it comes to games. The plot of all about how Ji-han got into games and trained himself to possess a special ability called the Gamer. His life itself became just like a video game. He had to follow the missions and gain EXP by living everyday life. Would you like it if something like this would happen to you? Let us know in the comments down below. Anyway, having so much dedication when it comes to gaming, he aces his life throughout hardships and not losing hope. That's the #1 reason why the Gamer is actually #1, being similar to Solo Leveling in a sense that at the end of the day, both characters' motives are the same. They both aren't happy to lose hope and give up, and on top of it all, their lives are trapped in a video game. The show must go on. That's it for today's top 10. Before you leave the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, press the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, peace out.